You know, people, there's a number of types of people, and there's lots of ways to navigate, your wealth, your financial world. And I think a lot of people who have never had a financial planner before or a financial advisor are surprised at what value it brings. First of all, everybody's cost conscious and wants to know that they're getting good value for what they pay. But people may not really be aware of everything that's available, the resources that are brought to bear. Using a financial planner will make sure that you don't miss certain opportunities. You have a team who works for you, your financial advisor, your tax preparer, your estate attorney, and between those three professionals to get good advice, to make good decisions, to not be learning to do something after it's been done, comes through using those three professionals. But you're more apt to get good decisions proactively if someone knows you. And a good financial advisor is going to know you, is going to know what you're doing and what you're going to be doing next. And if you keep them apprised of what you're doing, you're going to be able to make decisions ahead, to be proactive. Whereas an accountant who sees you twice a year may be able to say at the end of the year, oh, you should have done this. But your financial advisor, when done right, is going to set you up to take advantage. And some of those advantages can be quite significant, especially if you own a small business, if you're thinking of going and starting your own business or working independently, if there's some kind of event in your life, child going to school, a death in the family, a marriage, a financial advisor is going to be able to make best advantage for you.
Someone asked me the other day, do you think I really need to work with a financial advisor? So then I told them the Warren Buffett quote, never ask a barber if you need a haircut, right? But honestly, I let them know that at Streamline Financial, we're so not salesy and we're not desperate to work with new clients. And actually, we don't work with anyone where the value that we provide isn't more than the cost of working together. So I wanted to share a few reasons when it could be a good idea to work with a financial advisor. So on to the first reason why you might want to work with a financial advisor. You get to a certain level of assets and you've been saving and you realize that a mistake that you make now can mean a lot of dollars. A big mistake now is one that you probably don't want to afford or try to afford. Something to be aware of is that every financial decision, there's a part financial decision and then part emotional decision. As you get closer to that retirement date, the emotional side of decisions gets stronger and stronger. And I talk to people frequently who decided to move a big portion of their savings and investments into cash because they felt like it was the right thing to do. But 10 years prior, they wouldn't have made that decision. But now, because they're getting so close to this date where they have to start using the money, they want to make it more secure, or they feel like it might be more secure to be in cash. But there's better ways to make your nest egg secure and your income secure, and it's not by buying insurance or annuity products. And in this example, what they don't realize is that cash could actually be the worst investment. When you factor in inflation and things getting more expensive, $1 million in cash can be worth $250,000 less just 10 years from now. So finding a good financial advisor can help you lessen those chances of making the wrong financial decision or possibly relying too much on the emotional side of things. And actually, this reminds me of a picture by Carl Richards of you and your advisor, and this is the big mistake, right? We want that person to help be that counsel, to help block us from making any things that we're just not making any decisions, we're not thinking all the way through. Then on to another reason to work with an advisor is that you're not exactly certain how to prepare for the 4 economic seasons that we might face over the next 10 years. You might be searching for answers or reading and watching YouTube videos or asking friends and family, and then you're going to realize that there's so many opinions out there and many of them are conflicting advice. And this results usually in analysis paralysis. We've seen it a lot in the people that we're talking to. And it stops you from making the next step or the necessary steps to really improve your financial life. Another reason that people work with advisors is if you don't enjoy the financial and the investment world, if you don't want to spend your time learning and reading and studying and making decisions by yourself and then wondering if it's the best decision, rather you want to live a life that you are enjoying and it's exciting and it's fun and fulfilling and you don't have to worry about the money piece as much. Of course, you're still aware and you're confident in it, but you're just not in the day-to-day managing it every day. And becoming an expert in the financial world isn't on your bucket list. You want to do the things that you do best and then you can hire for the rest.